In the late 6th century BC, the Greeks of Asia Minor lived under the rule of the Persian Empire. After Cyrus the Great and his successors conquered Lydia, the once free Ionian cities like Miletus, Ephesus, and Smyrna were absorbed into the vast Persian dominion. At first, life continued as usual. The Persians demanded tribute and obedience, but largely allowed local rulers and customs to remain. Yet beneath the surface, tensions simmered. The Ionians were proud of their independence, their seafaring traditions, and their connection to mainland Greece. Persian-appointed tyrants ruled their cities, and heavy taxation fueled resentment. All it would take was a spark, and in 499 BC, that spark ignited.
The story begins with Aristagoras, the tyrant of Miletus. Ambitious and restless, Aristagoras persuaded the Persians to support a military campaign against the wealthy island of Naxos. But the expedition failed disastrously, leaving Aristagoras humiliated and vulnerable. Fearing Persian retribution, he made a bold choice. He cast off his role as a Persian puppet and instead championed the cause of freedom. Aristagoras urged the Ionian cities to rise up against their masters. His call was answered. One by one, the cities of Ionia rebelled, overthrowing their Persian-backed tyrants and declaring their independence.
But Aristagoras knew the Ionians could not stand alone. The Persian Empire stretched from the Aegean to India. It was the largest power the world had ever seen. To challenge it required allies, and so envoys were sent across the Aegean Sea to seek help from the Greek mainland. Athens, a rising city-state with a growing democratic spirit, listened. Memories of their own struggles against tyranny made the Athenians sympathetic. They agreed to send 20 ships. Eretria, a smaller city, contributed 5 more. Though modest in number, these ships symbolized something far greater: the first alliance of Greeks against Persia. In 498 BC, the combined Ionian and Athenian forces struck deep into Persian territory. Their target was Sardis, the regional capital of the Persian satrapy of Lydia. The Greeks marched inland and captured the city, setting it ablaze. Though the citadel remained in Persian hands, the burning of Sardis sent shockwaves through the empire. To King Darius, this was more than just a rebellion. It was an insult, a challenge to Persian supremacy, and he would not forget it.
Persia struck back with overwhelming force. The mighty imperial army and navy were mobilized. Battles raged across Asia Minor as the Persians sought to crush the rebellion. At first, the revolt spread further. Cyprus, Caria, and the Hellespont joined the uprising. For a brief moment, it seemed the flame of freedom might engulf the entire region. But the Persian war machine was relentless. One by one, the rebels were defeated. Cyprus fell. Caria was subdued. The tide began to turn.
The decisive blow came at the naval battle of Lade in 494 BC. The Ionian fleet, gathered near Miletus, faced the Persians in a desperate stand. But unity wavered. Some contingents deserted in the heat of battle, leaving the remaining ships overwhelmed. The Persian navy secured a crushing victory.
With the seas lost, Miletus itself was doomed. The city was besieged, captured, and destroyed. Its population was enslaved, and its once great harbor reduced to ruins. The Ionian revolt was over.
Though the rebellion was crushed, its legacy was far from over. When Darius heard of the Athenians' role in burning Sargus, he was outraged. According to Herodotus, he ordered a servant to remind him 3 times a day, "Master, remember the Athenians." The Ionian revolt had been defeated, but it planted the seed of a far greater conflict. Darius now looked across the Aegean, determined to punish Athens and Eretria, and to bring all of Greece under Persian control.
The revolt of 499 to 494 BC was the spark that lit the fire of the Greco-Persian Wars. What began as a local uprising would soon grow into a clash of civilizations, one that would shape the destiny of Greece, Persia, and the ancient world. Next, in Part 3, we follow Darius's campaign to bring his wrath upon Athens and the road to the Battle of Marathon.